love it. I love my kid being autistic. I want more shots. So, I mean, I just try to cover what I can cover.
I thought you were all over UFOs. Excuse me, I'm sorry.
No.
We'll go back.
No, we are. No.
World domination.
Fascinated by UFOs.
No, we do cover UFOs. I'm not saying you're bad for talking about it.
NWO, let's go back.
No, but here's the bigger issue with UFOs. We do have partially declassified things like Project Bluebeam, where they plan to project giant holograms, you know, the size of a Star Destroyer, to freak people out, or project Jesus, Buddha, Muhammad as a psych warfare weapon, and that the government has looked at plans to have fake alien landings to unify the planet around world government.
Well, didn't they look into the possibility of creating a gay bomb to use in the Iraqi soldiers?
Yes.
A bomb that would make them sexually attracted to each other and kill morale? That's real.
It's genius.
Isn't that true? That is real, right?
Yes, and they created tsunami bombs. Seriously, it's
Tsunami bombs are funny, but not as funny as gay bombs. Gay bombs are the funniest.
Can you imagine if that was real?
What if it is real? Is it possible? You would know. Is it possible to create a bomb that makes everybody gay? Is that possible?
Probably not.
What about the latest in emotional control and like radio waves to control your
soap operas, and birth control pills? That's right, what that all is.
Yes, frequency pollution, but now they're coming out with a new class of vaccines. They call them vaccines, Eddie, but they're not even vaccines. You hear, oh, new vaccine to cure drug use or cigarette use or coffee, but live viruses go in and attack your brain and actually destroy the receptors, so you can't even absorb the drugs anymore that mimic your normal endorphins. And so they're behavior modification vaccines where they shoot you up and then you don't have the will to even get angry. They're calling them anti-stress vaccines. He doesn't believe it. Search the term anti-stress vaccines. And it says, don't worry, Joe. Don't worry, Joe. You take this shot, you're never going to get mad again.
I'll take it. I'm tired of getting mad. Do you ever get tired of getting mad? Do you ever get tired of all this doom and gloom and they're coming to get you, ladies and gentlemen, black helicopters?
No, that's part of the struggle of being a human.
This is the struggle of being a human, the searching to
sustain the species, to bring us to the next level, and to not let these degenerate control freaks ruin our chance to colonize space.
When Charlie Sheen choked his wife, were you like, damn, you're messing up the cause? Like, I had you on the program, you were looking good. Charlie Sheen calling for full disclosure on 911, and then he's got to go and...
he needs a vaccine for that.
Is that what it is?
That would make... Look, I'm not going to get into that whole story.
The mind control...
I'm not going to get into that whole story.
But all I wanted to know is, does this ever wear on you? I mean, you're constantly dealing with negative stuff.
By the way, Charlie's a good guy.
He is a good guy. I'm a fan. I'm a fan. Platoon was an awesome movie. I'm a fan of Charlie Sheen.
Have you ever...
You know what? Some chicks need to be choked. How about that? Some of them get a little mouthy, and you want to get on top of them. And
okay, Joe.
Let them know who's paying the rent here. Right, freak?
Is it illegal to choke a girl?
Yes.
I'm kidding. I don't choke anybody. I don't choke girls especially, unless they want it, and then it's free.
Okay, that's enough.
All right, I'm sorry.
Family program. Holy mackerel! I wanted to talk about all the
You want to learn jiu-jitsu, right? Jiu-jitsu.
So you teach them jiu-jitsu?
Women. Yeah. There's women in our class.
You perform
chokes.
Oh, okay. You meant see now I'm expecting everything.
It's an art.
That's right. You train in that.
He trains women. That's how you met his girlfriend. Trained her. There you go.
In many ways.
Jiu-jitsu.
Okay. Oh, man. You know what?
Just saying that, you're a fun guy to hang around with. And people always say, man, you're friends with Alex Jones. Is that a bummer? And I'm like, no, man, Alex Jones is a cool guy. We have a good time. Last night we went to Fogo de Chao. We had some delicious meat. It was awesome. We had a great time. Then we went out to the comedy club. We went out to dinner afterwards. We had a great time. We hung out. We had a lot of laughs. There was no doom and gloom. It was like, man, hanging out with Alex Jones must be a bummer. The dude's always talking about the end of the world and vaccines robbing your soul. But no, you're fine.
But I mean... I'm warning people about all these things because life is good. Right. I want to protect what's good. So private property rights, the family.
Do you think by being ultra paranoid and ultra aware and being an alarmist and coming out against all these things that you are helping because you're making it more difficult for people to do evil things? You're making it, because of all the information that you're releasing, you're making it harder for these people to work that way?
Well, to be clear... when Nightline was here a while back, they said, are you exaggerating things because you think it's good for your cause? And, it's the noble lie. And Texas Monthly asked me that, too. And I'm not saying that's what you're saying, but I'm just going to the extreme of that. And I'm like, no, this is really going on. The good in the world is so much better than I can even describe. The bad in the world is worse than I can describe. These globalists really are greedy creatures. They really do have death panels. They really do want to start killing people. Now Bill Gates has come out and admitted it and said how great it is. They really do.
Bill Gates has said that we have an overpopulation problem.
Yeah.
And he has said that he thinks that the species should be limited to a certain number of people, but he hasn't said, there should be death panels and all that kind of stuff.
Actually, no, he just recently did.
He said there should be death panels?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, I don't know what he said.
Why aren't you dead?
That's a good question.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you should have, security around you at all times.
Well, what you need to worry about is more nutty ultra-patriot dudes than you do actual CIA.
Or schizophrenics.
It doesn't...
We've had a lot of schizophrenics go, I know you put the chip in my head.
Oh, man.
And it's like,
Are they still doing the chips? Are they still into the chips? Or they realize, it's...
Oh, yeah, they have nanotech chips. We're probably all got them in us.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm feeling pretty good with this chip. I think I got a good chip.
I got to ask you.
They're mainly tracker chips.
Alex, I got a question about the Y2K. You were saying, I was listening to old tapes, and you were saying...
No. I did 9 hours of radio on Y2K on the Genesis Network. And my girlfriend runs in, my wife, and she says, they're on ABC News saying a missile was launched from Russia. So I run back out there, and ABC News is saying a missile's been fired for Russia. So I said, I don't know what it means, but a missile's been fired for Russia. Then they come back and say, oh, it was just a Scud. We happen to have the Russians here at NORAD, and it was like some kind of drill or something. And then I went on a guy named Michael Trudeau's show that day and made jokes about it. So people took 9 hours and edited 9 hours, part of it me joking around, like Joe was saying earlier.
Like nuclear plants were blowing up.
Yeah, no, it's not true. No, what they did is they just took pieces... And I'd have an AP article saying, well, 6 plants are going offline, and then an hour later, they'd say it wasn't true. They were doing that to create fear.
Yes.
Like I didn't believe in Y2K at first. Then the Pentagon said it was going to be real. Then I started believing it. And then right before, they said, oh, we never said that. It was a psyop.
You worry, but only because you're paying attention. What's happening in the Gulf of Mexico illustrates an audacity toward nature. A similar audacity called GMO, or genetically modified organisms, means that the quality of commercially grown food may be compromised with our health in the balance. Now that summer's here, what better time to learn about the bounty that nature provides in wild edible food? Let author Linda Runyon show you the best-kept secret in plain sight, that food is everywhere you look. This summer, for the cost of a good meal or two out, you can literally starvation-proof yourself and your loved ones against any future craziness, and put up tons of free food, too. Whatever experiment is being run on us, you can rest assured that Linda's 50 or so staple foods aren't involved. Our foods are their enemy. So go to ofthefield.com or call toll-free 1-888-51-EAT-FREE and take that first step. Make your oasis of food security and nutrition now. That's OFTHEFIELD.com or call 1-888-513-2837. Start now and make 2010 your year of independence.
They helped to create a new world order.
We are part of a new world order.
A new world order based upon collective action.
Invisible Empire is a damning indictment of the globalists through their own words and documents.
The New World Order really is a tool for addressing a new world of possibilities.
It means all the world under their control.
The United Nations would take over America. The Trilateral Commission would control the world.
Invisible Empire chronicles how men of power and influence have worked in stealth for centuries to establish an oppressive world government.
I believe, first of all, that we now need nothing short of a world constitution for the global financial system.
Global governance with the establishment of the G20.
So it's going to be an inner ruling elite and then everyone else. And I got news for you. You're everyone else.
Invisible Empire. Secure your copy today at Infowars.com or PrisonPlanet.com, or watch it online in the highest quality at PrisonPlanet.tv.
No one likes foreclosure. You won't say, think, or even consider foreclosure with ZeroDebtGuarantee.com. Why? Because ZeroDebtGuarantee.com guarantees to stop your foreclosure for at least 2 years with no payments, no bankruptcy, and no negotiating. Thinking loan modification? That still keeps you in default. Zero Debt in 90 days is the only proven system that keeps you in your house for as long as you want to stay, while making it possible to even get clear title to your house. No, we are not investors, bankers, attorneys, or real estate agents. We are a group of people just like you that are sick and tired of the housing crash, and we've helped thousands avoid foreclosure foreclosure since 1993. Please visit our website today, zerodebtguaranteed.com, or call to see how we can help save you tens of thousands of dollars and save your home. Call 800-477-9256. 800-477-9256. That's 800-477-9256. Or visit zerodebtguaranteed.com. Guaranteed to stop foreclosure.
No one knows what it's like to be the bad man, to be the sad man. Behind
Joe and Eddie Bravo have got to go here.
There's not enough time to discuss all the problems in the world, Alex Jones.
Well, this isn't a problem. I mean, it's a search for knowledge. Eddie, you want chemtrail info. Here's our research for a film we've been working on for 2 years.
Well, this is something that your staff just handed me that's hilarious. The Texas Department of Licensing and Regulation. There's a complaint form, and one of the things in the complaint form is an investigation of weather modification complaints. And it says, and this is the options, the identity of the county affected by the seeding, the location where the seeding took place. They're talking about cloud seeding, if different from the affected county, specific dates and the time of the seeding. And then in the online complaint process, please choose the statute you are reporting a violation on. One of the options is weather modification services.
Now there's thousands of those companies globally.
But that's not even publicly, no one even knows that's even.
Do you see this? This is all the patents, all the admissions, the programs. This is what they admit right here, and this is full of them, is a patent on cloud seeding to reduce global warming with barium salt, aluminum dioxide. 15 years ago, the researchers said, we've tested it, it's aluminum dioxide, barium salt. They say, shut up, kooks. These patents, there's patents to add it to the jet fuel.
Aluminum.
It's very poisonous. It poisons the soil. It poisons the brain. It poisons.
Makes it rain? Is that what it does? What does it do?
No. This is higher atmosphere spraying, creating artificial clouds with the aluminum dioxide, barium salt, a nuclei, but the issue is they've got the patents and then the programs where it is added to some commercial jet fuel, but they don't know, and then it disperses the nuclei out of the jet engines. I mean, I have the patents.
They got really good at making the weather, at changing the weather, and then say this Colorado wildfire they just had. What if they could just fly over and seed the clouds and make it rain and put out the fire? Wouldn't that be good?
The truth is they're already doing that covertly.
They've been doing that since the Vietnam War. They were creating
yeah, that was Ben Livingston. I mean, I flew him to Austin. I interviewed Ben Livingston. It was all classified. They just declassified it in 2005. And that's the guy. They were creating and steering and controlling hurricanes then. And that's why he came on the show. He said, I don't get why they didn't stop Katrina. I mean, we were doing this in 67. He said, with 7 aircraft, I'd have knocked it down.
Really?
Yeah.
Whoa.
So they would just fly above it and spray something on the hurricane?
Yeah, they call it the generation cells.
Have you seen them, if you pay attention, you see that they're creating, beautiful cloud patterns. They're like artists. They're making dashes and then turn.
Well, isn't that not possible that is flight paths, and what they're dealing with is just the moisture in the atmosphere? Yeah, but
here's the deal.
Documents pertain to experiments.
Until...
It doesn't mean...
No.
In the sky.
They call whole wars at the Pentagon, Iraq and Afghanistan, are now called laboratories.
What?
Why does a doctor call the person that they're working on a patient? Because it was all about experimentation in the last 200 years. You were practicing on the patient. You were practicing, so they're practicing on us.
Well, what else would you call someone that's going to a doctor if they weren't a patient? What would be the other option?
But the point is, it's not the patient. Listen, it's not the patient issue. It's the word that they're calling it a practice. So all this is practicing.
Okay, practicing.
Practicing art form.
But you practice medicine. I mean, it is like, when you practice jiu-jitsu, you do it to somebody.
Exactly. But they're calling all of these tests that are giant operations.
They're calling them practices.
Yes.
And you're making a movie, a documentary on chemtrails.
Yes.
Wow.
And there's another one that next year, but there's another one coming out that I've seen that's pretty good, and we're going to be selling that as well.
Aerosols, that one that's out on Google Video. Aerosols.
Aerosol Crimes?
Yeah, Aerosol Crimes.
Very good stuff. Everything in that film has now been proven real. They went from denying all this 2 years ago. They suddenly just admitted it all. But they do it real dryly and go, yes, we're saving you from children's textbooks. in like 6th grade say they're chemtrailing us. They don't call it chemtrails. Joe, Eddie Bravo, UFC here in Austin tonight. Great having you here. Yes, I am. Great job, crew. Great job, crew.
You are listening to GCN. Visit GCNlive.com today.
This is Alex Jones with 5 good reasons you should consider buying a solar power generator.